Liana Chen adjusted the translator unit clipped to her collar as she walked through the bustling corridors of Station Harmony, humanity's first diplomatic outpost in the Andromeda sector. As the station's chief xenobiologist, she had seen her share of alien species, but the Zephyrians still fascinated her, standing barely 3 feet tall with iridescent skin that shifted colors with their emotions. They were among the most diminutive sentient species humanity had encountered. "Dr. Chen!" a high-pitched voice called out behind her. She turned to see Pip, or rather Zephyrian Ambassador Piptel Noxarathun, though the young alien insisted on the shortened human nickname, scurrying toward her on his 6 delicate legs. His skin was cycling rapidly through shades of deep purple and gold, which Liana had learned indicated extreme excitement. "Pip, what's got you so animated today?" she asked, crouching down to his eye level as was customary when speaking to Zephyrians. Pip's chest swelled with pride, his skin now blazing a brilliant silver that made the corridor's lights reflect dramatically off his form. "Dr. Chen, I have momentous news. The Council of Elders has declared me ready. I can take a mate now." Liana blinked, her face flushing red as several passing diplomats, including her colleague Kai Rodriguez, stopped to stare. The translator must be malfunctioning, she thought. Pip was barely past what seemed to be adolescence in Zephyrian terms, having recently celebrated his first molting ceremony just 6 months ago. "I'm sorry, Pip. Could you repeat that?" she asked carefully, wondering if there was a cultural context she was missing. "I said I can take a mate," Pip announced even louder, his skin now pulsing with rainbow patterns that signified supreme joy. "The Elders tested my knowledge of 17 different stellar navigation techniques, my ability to synthesize nutrients from raw cosmic dust, and my capacity to survive in the void for extended periods. I passed every trial." Kai approached, with a bemused expression. "Everything all right here, Liana?" "I think there might be a translation error," she whispered. "Pip is talking about, well, I can mate now," Pip declared again, practically bouncing on his tiny legs. "Dr. Chen, you humans have been so kind to our people. I wondered if you might help me understand human mating customs. I wish to expand my knowledge before I choose my life partner." Liana felt her scientific training kick in as the pieces suddenly clicked into place. She activated her personal database and quickly cross-referenced Zephyrian cultural practices. "Oh," she exclaimed, relief washing over her. "Pip, when you say mate, you're referring to your species' concept of a life bond partnership, aren't you? Not what humans might immediately think of." Pip's skin shifted to a curious blue-green. "Of course. What else could I mean? Among my people, to take a mate means to find one's intellectual and spiritual equal, someone to share knowledge and explore the cosmos alongside. It is the highest honor, achievable only after proving one's worth to contribute meaningfully to such a partnership." Kai chuckled, shaking his head. "And here I thought we were about to have a very awkward diplomatic incident." "The trials I mentioned," Pip continued, his enthusiasm undimmed, "they weren't just tests of knowledge. They were assessments of my maturity, my ability to provide for and protect a partner, and my readiness to contribute to our species' expansion among the stars. For Zephyrians, the bond of mating is sacred, a merging of minds and purpose that can last centuries." Liana smiled, her scientific fascination taking over. "So when you pass these trials, the council certified that you're ready for this level of commitment and responsibility?" "Exactly." Pip's skin glowed with warm golden hues. "And now I must choose wisely. My potential mate and I will undergo the ceremony of stellar binding, where we'll navigate together to a distant star and back, proving we can function as one unit. Only then can we truly be considered mated." "That's actually quite beautiful," Kai observed. "Much more involved than human dating." Pip tilted his head, a gesture he'd learned from humans. "Dating? Is this how humans select mates? I must learn. You see, I'm particularly interested in studying how different species approach this fundamental aspect of life. Perhaps understanding human customs will make me a better partner to whoever I choose for my own people." Liana found herself genuinely impressed by the young Zephyrian's approach. Well, Pip, human relationships are quite different from yours, but I'd be happy to share some insights about human partnership customs. From an anthropological perspective, of course. Wonderful. Pip's skin erupted in celebratory sparkles. You know, Dr. Chen, this is why I admire humans so much. When I first announced my readiness to mate, I expected congratulations and perhaps some advice. But you and Kai took the time to understand exactly what I meant, rather than making assumptions. That's the kind of thoughtful approach that makes humans such valued allies. As they walked toward Liana's laboratory, Pip continued chattering excitedly about Zephyrian bonding, rituals, stellar navigation techniques, and his hopes for finding a worthy partner. Liana realized that despite the initial misunderstanding, this conversation had given her valuable insight into yet another aspect of Zephyrian culture. Pip, she said as they reached her lab, I think whoever you choose as your mate will be very fortunate indeed. Your curiosity about other cultures and your dedication to understanding different perspectives, those are qualities any species would value in a partner. Pip's skin settled into a warm, steady gold. What Liana had learned was the Zephyrian expression of deep contentment and gratitude. Thank you, Dr. Chen, and who knows, perhaps someday I'll bring my mate to meet you. I suspect they'll be just as eager to learn about human customs as I am. As Pip scurried off to continue his studies, Liana reflected on how easily cultural misunderstandings could arise, and how rewarding it was when they led to deeper understanding instead of conflict. In the vast cosmos of interspecies relations, she thought, patience and curiosity were humanity's greatest diplomatic tools.